The time has come to replace my fuel pump on my 1989 C4 Corvette. I got this kit, it was $109 from Summit, and unfortunately I'm going to have to do this job in the street because the car won't move and I just can't push it that far up into my driveway. So this car is going to go down in history as the easiest fuel pump to replace ever, in stark contrast to my 1991 Camaro, which was a drop the rear, pull the tank out kind of a job. You know, one of those like 1 hour jobs that turns into like 7 days. Yeah, that kind. So the hardest part of this job are those fuel lines. They seem to be like JB welded on, which they're not obviously JB welded on, but they were hell to remove. I even used my trusty pumpkin carving stick that I seem to be using on every single job randomly lately. So by far the hardest part of this job has been removing these fuel lines. That's gonna kill me. So as you can imagine, after you get those 3 hoses loose, all you have to do is unbolt these bolts. It's 10mm. A couple of them are pretty hard to get to because they run right under these hard lines. So you gotta use this little teeny baby bitty wrench. But then, out she comes. She's a wild one too. You gotta grip her pretty good. Hold her steady. Here she comes. She's a live one and covered in gasoline. And I frantically walk it back to my garage before I spontaneously combust into flames. The new kit is pretty darn bitchin', let me tell you. I don't even need to explain it. You pop it in, you plug it in. I added a couple zip ties just for safety measures. And then there's a 3-prong connector. You take the old one out, you plug the new one in, and then there's this little wire that connects to where the old wire was. I don't know what it is. So with my 91 Camaro, I probably fiddled it with it for like 2 hours trying to get the sending unit back in the tank. This 89 Corvette, shoo, right in. Nothing to it. You tighten up the bolts. The kit comes with a new gasket. It comes with new bolts. The torque spec is about 3.4 ugga-duggas. You put that little rubber boot that I annihilated back in. 4 bolts to put the tray back on. And it runs. It actually runs. It worked. Great. I didn't have any doubts. The people watching me, neighbors, they had doubts, not me. How exciting is it when you fix something and it actually was the problem and it works? It's like indescribable. There is no applause, no fanfare, no Taco Bell waiting for me, but there is a sticker, and that's all the thanks that I need. Mwah!